Hi and welcome again to the channel Newtown Naughty Boy, and in this video I'll be unboxing a new air pistol that has arrived today. In fact, actually it's sitting on my bench here waiting for me to unpack it in front of you all. The pistol in question is an SMK PP700w in .177. So let's go ahead and unwrap this monster and see what we've got inside. For me, this is the first time I've done an unboxing video on this channel, so let's just hope that there is something in here to have a look at. It didn't take long for it to come through. I ordered it a few days ago. It cost me a little bit under £200. In fact, actually it was £175, but I had to pay something like £19 or nearly £20 for delivery, because as you know, in the UK you can't have an air weapon delivered to you, I don't think, unless it's by a special courier. So I had to pay the premium there, but I thought, as I'd seen the gun advertised for around about £200, having it delivered for that amount of money was probably okay. Well, it was acceptable to me anyway. So it's been well packaged up. There's a FedEx envelope on the outside and some bubble wrap around the main box here. So it's been packaged okay. So let's get the wrappings off. So it's in a normal cardboard box. There you can see it's got some details about the gun on the front. Shaped pistol grip, synthetic stock, PCP chamber, pendulum hammer, etc, etc. It shows it with some sort of red dot sight, but it says on here the sight's not included, so be aware of that. It says it's got an integrated suppressor on the gun, so that should keep the noise down a little bit. It's in 177, that's what I've ordered, because I intend to use this for HFT pistol competitions at Lee Valley, so that's what I wanted. I wanted the lighter pellet. So let's go ahead and unbox this. It looks as if it has been opened before, because just by the fact that this tab here is not taped down, but maybe that's just so that it's checked out. Okay, so I've got a feeling that we may be, yes, we've just looked at the underside, so let's have a look at the front. So that's the front of the box. So a large picture of the actual air pistol itself, showing you the detail, and it's been marked here with a V for 177. I guess the box is made for both calibers. So let's hope, yes, I've got it the right way around. So on the top here we've got some instructions. I guess these are going to be useful in working out what's what. Little booklet, a little fold out booklet, and in fact just shows you how to fill the gun, how the adapter works for filling the gun, and a pressure gauge, and all the extra bits and pieces on the gun and what that does. So I'll have a good read of that in a minute. Take the top off. Okay, so it's polystyrene cover. So what have we got inside? Okay, so we've got the gun here, and there it is. So it's nice and new. There's quite a bit of grease around here where the trigger is. May need to check that out, but that's okay. at the moment. Now the pressure gauge shows that, if you can just see that, I'm not sure if you can, but it's in the green, so I guess it's got some air in it. We'll have a look at that in a minute. I'm assuming there's nothing in the barrel, but you can never be quite sure, so always best to not look down the barrel, to keep it away from you until you're absolutely sure that the gun's unloaded. I can see that the hammer's not cocked, so that seems fine. So that's the gun. Now you get with it a whole package of O-rings for some reason. I guess that's going to be useful. So that's great. They supplied all those O-rings with it. And the other thing, of course, is the filler valve for filling the air cylinder up. So that's going to be needed, obviously, and I'm going to have to rig something up to use that with my quick fill on my cylinder. So that's it in the box. So that's the gun. Okay, so I have had chance now to have a look through the instructions that have come with the gun, the PP700w from SMK, and there's a lot of talk in the leaflet about safety, which is great, which is understandable, and how to load the gun and how to fill it with air and the correct pressures to fill the tube too. So it talks about filling the cylinder to 190 and not to exceed that in any way, so that's fine. I've discovered that the actual probe that fits into the gun, the end fits nicely onto a quick release adapter, so that's great. So that will just plug straight into my air cylinder for filling the gun up, so that's great. I'll just show you briefly by dry firing the gun actually how the actual mechanism of the gun works. So there is some, as I said previously, there is some air in this gun. The pellet is loaded by pulling the breech block back, and if you can see there, that's the loading port there, so that's great. And so you are supplied with some O-rings to replace this breech seal here that's actually inserted into the receiver. So you load your pellet in there, push the block back, and then you cock the gun by pulling the hammer back until you hear a click. Now I would guess if you want to actually decock the gun, if you pull the trigger, you can let the hammer back slowly, and that's fine. So that's the mechanism, that's how the gun actually works, and we'll take it outside soon and I'll chronograph it and see exactly what the speed of the pellet out the barrel is doing, and what the foot poundage is of this pistol out of the box. I actually know that this pistol is quite configurable in as far as things that you can adjust on this gun. There isn't any instructions in the leaflet that comes with the gun to actually show you how you might do this. So I'm going to have to look around on the internet probably to find this information out, but there is a grub screw in here to adjust the trigger, and there is a further adjustment hole here. I'm not sure if that's going to be some sort of hex wrench to go in there. I think it is, but that's to adjust the regulator inside there. And I understand once you take the hand grip off here, that there's an adjustment inside for the hammer pressure as well. So there's two ways in which you can actually change the velocity of this gun, either by changing the pressure of the within the regulator, or by changing the hammer strength here. So I'll be having a look at that obviously at a later date. So that's it from me for now. I'm going to go and shoot this pistol, see what it's doing on the chronograph, and check back to you guys, perhaps to detail some review of the accuracy of this gun. I'm going to mount a red dot on the top here and see how that fares. So I'll be back with a part 2 very, very soon, I'm sure. Thank you very much, and bye for now. If you were wondering where the name Newtown Naughty Boy came from, well, this is the book that I've just written called Newtown Naughty Boy, and it's available on Amazon, download, Kindle, and paperback also. So it's a good read. It's about me growing up in the 50s, 60s and 70s, and what we used to get up to as kids. And there's a lot of shooting in there as well, air rifle shooting and shenanigans and things that we used to get up to. Some of it a little bit naughty, some of it, well, you know, just boyish behaviour really, but it's a good read, and I'd appreciate if you could download and have a look at it and see what you think. Let me know.